Are you ready to rock the start of the school year? Are you ready to go head to head with other student music producers, DJs, and coders in a showdown of sound and style? Well, here I'm going to tell you how to get started for the Back to School Beats competition. First, you can go to our website and click on Resources. Scroll all the way down below Resources and click on the Back to School template code. If you want the shortcut, you can simply go to bit.ly/back-to-school-sample. Make sure you have a capital B, capital S for school, and capital S for sample. This will take you directly to the Earsketch platform where you'll see our sample code. Simply click on Import to Edit to bring it in to your script library. Once you do that, you can edit your code. You may notice when you go into your code that there's a lot of comments. Comments mean there's a hashtag or pound sign in front of code that kind of has this dark red brown. These are directions of how to fill out the code. So this is a sample code. You can't submit this code for the competition, but you can edit this code to make it your own. Make it your own sounds, rhythms, harmony, and create your own song for Back to School Beats. These directions at the top, once you read them, you can delete them all, and you just simply click here and delete, and you could delete them before you submit to the competition. Once you delete your sample instructions, you can leave them to the end if you want, but before you submit to the competition, you should create a title to your song. After you do that on line 10, you should skip down to line 13. This says set tempo. Everything below line 12, where it says from Earsketch import, will now be read by the computer, scanned, and be part of your code that will play your song. The first function we have is set tempo. This lets you know how fast or slow, how many beats per minute. Right now we have it set at 120 beats per minute. This is a basic marching pace, about 2 beats per second. Most pop songs on the radio will range between 100 to 120 beats per second. If you are looking for more of a hip hop, you might want to go between 80 and 100. If you're looking for EDM or dance music, you might want to go between 120 to 140. Because we have a lot of hip hop beats in our Earsketch library, I'm actually going to lower my tempo to 95. You can do this anywhere between 45 and 220. I'm now going to delete my comment here and move down to line 15. This is my sound library. As you said here, we're not going to remove the hashtag because this comment actually organizes all of our sounds. So below the sound, which we're not going to delete, we have 5 different sound names: drum, bass, keys, strings, vocals. Building an Earsketch song is just like building your own band. We're going to now paste some sounds from the sound library, and we're going to filter these sounds by instruments. So I'm going to go over to the sound library. The first instrument is drums. I've already entered a drum sound for you. I'm going to play it. If you like it, you can keep it. If not, you can simply come to the sound library in your content manager, click instruments, click drums, and listen to some sounds that you like by clicking the green triangle to play. And if you like that sound, you can simply click the blue clipboard to paste it in. So for example, I'm going to want some drums. Maybe I'm going to want some drums by Sierra. I'm going to check it out. Okay, these are my drums. Now I'm going to highlight this because I've already entered these drums. And then I'm going to click the blue clipboard and enter in my new drum beat. I'm going to go to bass. I'm going to delete the hashtag. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to clear my filters, go to instruments, click on bass. And I actually like the 808 for the bass. Click next to bass, click the blue clipboard. Come over here, do the same things with keys. You might need to pause this video because I'm going a little fast, but please keep moving. I'm going to listen to some keys. And then when I like them, I simply paste them in. Clear my filters, go to instruments, click strings. Find some strings that I like. Feel free to choose different artists, different genres. Let's say I want some funk strings to mix it up a little bit. Okay. Paste that in. I have to remember to delete my hashtag because my hashtag tells the computer not to read that comment. And in this case, I'm creating variables. I'm creating sound variables, meaning that my drums is holding a sound. So I need the computer to know when I write in drums what sound it's holding. So I need to delete that hashtag. Okay, I come down here and finally I get to add some cool vocals. I'm going to clear my filters, go to my instrument, click on vocals. Everybody choose a vocal that I like. Say you're gonna. And once I find a vocal I like, I'm gonna paste it in. Okay, I have my 5 sounds to start building my song. Now, you can continue to add sounds. You can put drum 1, bass 1, so you can have more of one instrument, but I'm just gonna show you a basic simple code. Now we're gonna move to verse 1. Again, here we're not going to remove the hashtag. Even though I told you that it's a comment, this helps us organize our code. So for example, this is going to be verse 1, and we're going to put in the function FitMedia. FitMedia is a function that allows the computer to play sounds. It has specific arguments or parameters. So in this case, we have FitMedia, and if you notice, it's camel case with a capital M in the middle. Make sure you have Python is case sensitive, so make sure you have your syntax correct. We have our sound is our first argument in FitMedia. Then our second argument is going to be our track. This is where the music is played. Our third argument is our start measure. How time is counted in music is through measures. So it always starts at measure 1 if you're starting from the beginning of the song. And in this case, we're going to have it end at the beginning of measure 5. Our start measure is inclusive, our end measure is exclusive, meaning that this is going to play for 4 full measures. It will play for measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, measure 4. It will stop right at the beginning of measure 5. This will play for a total of 8 beats. So knowing that music often is grouped in 4s and 8s and 16ths, we'll often play sounds in those same groupings. So I just told the computer right here, we're going to play our drum sound, which I have our drums is holding the Sierra drum beat on track 1 from measure 1 through measure 5. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to click the green run. It will show that my script ran successfully in the console. And here I have my drum beat playing for around 10 seconds from measure 1 through the start of measure 5. Okay, let's add in the rest of the music. So I'm going to delete my hashtag because I want the computer to read the FitMedia, to play the music. I'm going to add in my bass. Now we know that not all sounds start at the beginning of a song, right? When you first turn on the music, it's not all the sounds and vocals at once. They're kind of layered in. So we're going to put our bass on track 2. We're going to start our bass at measure 2. And we'll end it at measure 6. We'll have it play for those 4 full measures. Coming down here, deleting my hashtag. I'm going to now layer in those keys. We'll start the keys at measure, we'll put them on track 3. We'll start them on measure 3 and end at 6. Coming down here, deleting my hashtag. As soon as you delete the hashtag, the text turns to black. So that's how you know the computer will definitely read it. I'm going to put in my strings here. And we'll put this on track 4. I put each sound on a different track to avoid overlap, because if sounds overlap, it's going to play the first sound entered in code, and we want each of our sounds to have its own track. Just like a runner running around a track has its own lane, each sound has its own track. We'll start this at 4, and we'll continue this through 7. And then last but not least, I can put in my vocals, and maybe in this case, I'll want my vocals to actually come in verse 2, but we'll put our vocals on track 5. We'll just have them get started, And then we will start it at 5 and end at 7. I'll change that to 5. Okay, so here I have 5 sounds that are playing. I have a total of 6 measures that are going to play those 5 sounds. So that will be around 13 to 14 seconds of music that I've just coded. They are overlapping, they are layering, but they are all on different tracks. I'm going to run this and you can see, here's my 5 sounds. They are layered in, they start at different times, and they end at slightly different times. They are not overlapped, and let's see how this sounds. Now, you might decide, ooh, those strings, that funk guitar, that did not go. So, for example, maybe I'm like, I didn't like that. I'm just going to comment it back out. I'm going to run it without my funk guitar, see what it sounds like, and if I like it better. I definitely like that a lot better. Another way you can also see if you like sounds or not are by soloing and muting the sound. So if you just want to hear how what one sound sounds like in your digital audio workstation, you can simply solo that sound and then see how it sounds with other. Now, let's say I kind of like the way this sounds. I don't even think I need my strings. I could either delete this line of code or just leave it commented out. So maybe people see that this is what it looked like at the beginning, but I decided to take it out. Okay, time to code verse 2. Again, we're going to leave the hashtag for verse 2 because this comment is helping us organize things. But we are going to take out our hashtags for Fit Media, and we're going to do the same thing we did for verse 1. We're going to put in our sounds. Maybe here I'm going to add my strings back in. Maybe I'll do drum back again twice so you can switch up your instruments. You can add more sounds to your sound library. You can really be as creative as you want. You can even upload your own sounds. The only requirement of this competition is that you have 5 unique sounds that are playing, and we do recommend that those 5 unique sounds are all on different tracks so there's no overlap. Okay, so in this case, I finished at track 5, going to track 6, track 7. Make sure I have commas between everything. Delete the word track 8, comma, track 9, comma. And again, if you need to slow down this video to be able to see, we're gonna start here because we finished at measure 7. We're gonna start at measure 7, and I'm gonna go for my 4 full measures. So I'm going to end at, it's going to play 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to end at 11 right here. We're going to go to delete my track here. We'll start this. I didn't like how the strings sounded with the vocals. So maybe I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to do a break from my drums. I'm going to have this go to 12. I'm just going to do a little transition here with my strings, have them play for just one measure, and then have everything else start back in. Okay, now I'm going to run my code, see what it sounds like. Oh, I have an error. So this is a great example. So you can see there's an error with a name of a variable. The script won't run. This is called a name error. What I can do is now I can debug. So I have drum, but my actual name of my variables is drums. So it didn't know what that meant. So now I debugged that. I can run. My script ran successfully. I now have 10 full tracks. My code is going for 30 seconds, so I've now reached all the competition requirements. I have 5 unique sounds. I have them over 5 to 10 tracks. I have a 30-second song. And this is the start. You can submit with this song right here. Let's listen. And there I have my back to school beats, my initial song. So once you have finished coding your song, you could add another verse, you can add some different instruments, you can loop some beats, you can do some sound effects. But if you just want to do your basic, you just need a 30-second song, 5 unique sounds, you'll come over here, find your script, and simply click submit to competition.